Hello to all! Welcome to a new video. I hope that you and your family and friends are fine. We are getting near the summer here in Malaga, and I think, well, the spring is coming and we are having a little bit of spring weather with some rain and some sunny days as today. But again, to say the summer is coming and hopefully the restrictions will be less and less and less, and you all can come to Spain as soon as possible. Today I would like to talk about a very good news that happened or came in the last days, and is that our government in Andalucía, the region where Malaga is located, has decided to reduce some taxes, which is a very good idea. And the tax mainly that will be reduced is the tax that is involved when you buy a property in Spain, which is called transfer tax. And the transfer tax in Andalucía was before at least 8%, and then could go up to 9% and could go up to 10% depending on the price of the property. And now, since the end of April, the tax has been reduced to 7%, which sounds only 1% difference, but it is not. Why? Because that is 1% on the price, and then it's quite a lot, man. So I think it's a very good news, thinking that it's a good motivation for the economy, actually, but also in the future. So if you're buying a property in Spain, and I want to clarify it, which is second-hand, not when you buy from a developer, so we must also distinguish it. When you buy second-hand or further on, the tax to pay has been reduced from 8 to 7%. There is another tax that has been reduced, and is what is called stamp duty tax, which is a tax that is involved, for example, if you are buying from a developer, that you need to pay that tax that was before 1.5%, now you will pay 1.2%. It doesn't sound a big difference, but it is a difference because it's calculated on the purchase price. So these are the two main reductions. If you buy from, if you buy second-hand, the tax to pay has been reduced from 8 to 7. And if you buy from a developer company and you needed to pay a stamp duty tax, has been reduced from 1.5% to 1.2%. Also very important to know that regarding the transfer tax in Andalucía could go up to 10%, and now is not anymore 9 or 10%. It is only a flat rate of 7%. As you can understand, this is, as I say, very good news, especially for those who are considering about buying a property in Spain. The ones that even signed a private contract in the last weeks or months and have not completed the purchase, they are very lucky, because when they complete, when they make the final payment, the tax will be 7%. And maybe when you signed the contract, you thought that the tax was 8 or 9 or 10, and now it's 7. So for you, you are lucky. But if you are considering to buy a property in Spain, and especially in our area, in Costa del Sol or in Andalucía, now you have the nice opportunity to pay a little bit less tax. Okay? The law that has been published by the government in the last days says that this tax reduction will be until the 31st of December 2021. But this tax reduction is involved in a package that the government in Andalucía is planning to make it for next year, with all the tax reductions. So we expect, and everyone thinks, that this tax reduction will keep or go on also in the next years. But I cannot confirm that yet. But I have a very good feeling, or I think, that will stay in the future as well. Okay? When I talk about this package of tax reduction, it is very important to know that in Spain, some taxes are ruled by the regions, but what we call Comunidad Autónoma. And one of the main taxes that is run or ruled by the Comunidad Autónoma is the wealth tax that we still have in Spain. And one of the projects informed or announced by the government is reduction in that tax, which will be a very good news, because for those who are considering about being tax resident in Spain, or they have their main assets here in Spain, being a foreign person, that will be very good news. Yeah? I think, and I have read also the news in the last days, that Andalucía is doing this in order to attract investors, to motivate investors to come to Andalucía. And I think it's a great idea from the government and a great opportunity. And I think they are looking a little bit to the west, where Portugal is located, and where in the last years Portugal has succeeded a lot with this kind of motivations or tax reductions. And I think that if Andalucía does it, it can be very good for our region, because we still attract many foreigners to come here to live or to buy properties in Spain. But if we are even more tax attractive or efficient, I think it will attract more people in the future, and that will be good for the economy, good for our area, and good in many aspects. Okay? So, good news. Tax reduction. As I say, if you buy a property in Spain, second hand, from 8, you will pay 7. If you even bought for higher price, that could be 9 or 10%, think that you will only pay 7%. And then about another tax, which is called stamp duty tax, which is paid, for example, when you buy a new project, an apartment in a new development, and you used to pay 1.5%, now it's 1.2%. So it's good to have good news, yeah, in these crazy times, yeah. But let's hope that it comes further good news in the future, and I can show you in different videos as well. Good, thank you very much. I hope you still keep safe, and as always, any question, comment, you're always welcome to make it. Bye bye.